mean, she is the Little Mermaid. She is a princess. So to imagine her getting abused is like, really? Are you okay?
Say what, say what, say what? Yeah. Girl, you know what's up. Ooh, say what, say what, say what? Ooh, girl, you know what.
What's good, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. It's just me, Jenny, where it is what it is, and you get what you get. And I'm back with another impromptu 2 Cent Tuesday. Today ain't Tuesday, but I got something to say. And I'm about to double down on yesterday's video because why is y'all out here putting y'all hands on these women? Now, right after I finished filming my video, speaking on the Diddy trial and how so many people are in defense of him and basically saying that Cassie wanted what was happening to her, I now find out that YouTuber, streamer, rapper DDG allegedly have been putting his hands on Halle Bailey. Now, Halle Bailey was granted a restraining order by the judge against DDG with alleged pictures of bruises on her arm, a slightly chipped tooth, and screenshots of him getting a little volatile. And once again, everyone is defending DDG, stating that Halle is lying, stating that she's only saying this because he revealed that she cheated on him. I'm just like, what's happening today? And then, sidebar, even though this didn't have nothing to do with what I want to talk about, a press conference was held because apparently Kelsey, best friend of Megan Thee Stallion, who was supposedly allegedly present when she got pumed in the foot by Tory Lanez, her former bodyguard allegedly came forward and stated that she is the one that really pumed Megan Thee Stallion and it really wasn't Tory. And I'm just like, okay, what is really going on out here? It's a lot. It's too much to handle. All of this happening while this trial is happening. It's a lot. Like, this man just got poked up 14 times in jail. Now this coming out. What is going on? But back to the matter at hand, okay? I'm about to go ahead and drop my 2 cents in quick fast on this subject because I ain't going to hold y'all too long. Because I'm just like, I know there's always two sides to a story. I know that sometimes people lie. What's the saying? Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. But how quickly we are to dismiss these women from speaking out on their situations when it comes to abuse is really baffling me. I don't know. We all, listen, DDG's entire life has been played out on a camera. He is a YouTuber. He put his family on. This is what he does. And now with streaming, everything is live. We're living in real life time. He found out about the restraining order while he was streaming. And we get it. You share your life with your fans. And he has been running this narrative since the time that him and Halle broke up. He's been running the narrative of her not allowing him to see his child, how she's being unfair to him, that they're just, any way he could bash her. In my personal opinion, he was doing so. He had songs he made, anything to make her look like the bad guy. Because we all see him as this great dad who loves being with his son. So why on earth would a woman keep him away from his child when he's a good father? Now, typical abuser. I'm not saying the allegations is true or whatever, but most of the times an abuser is going to get ahead of everything. Let me go ahead and paint the narrative that she's this, that, and the third. She cheated. She did that. She did this. So that when this stuff comes to the light, y'all ain't gonna believe her. My thing is, Halle has been quiet this entire time. From the moment they broke up, personally, I don't think she ever really cared to share Halo with us. But because his life is played out on the camera, I believe there was a pressure to be like, yo, let's just show him now. I believe if it was left to her, we probably would have never seen that baby. Respectfully. But how quick we are to jump and say this girl is a liar. First of all, you don't get a restraining order very easily. You actually have to have evidence for a judge to say, okay, let me take into consideration that this young lady's safety is at risk. I'm going to go ahead and grant this restraining order until we figure something out to keep her safe. They ain't going to just give it over allegations and hearsay. You have to have some type of proof. And, you know, his family is speaking out in defense of him, which is expected. You know, that's family. But at the end of the day, if you're not there, if you were not present with them 24/7, please don't. I feel like people should never speak on things if you do not know. I've known people my whole life and never knew that they went through this, that, and the third, or this was happening behind closed door. You do not know what's going on. And even if my own blood, if somebody came out and said that a family member of mine did this, I would never just be so quick to be like, oh no, they did. It would be hard for me to believe if that's not the character that I know, but I don't know what goes on behind closed doors. I don't know what y'all do when I'm not around, when you're not in my presence. If you ain't, again, if you have not lived 24/7 every single day with them in their relationship, please don't be so quick to defend and shut her down as a liar. I'm not saying DDG doesn't have his side of the story. What I am saying is there's proof, there's photos showing bruises, chipped tooth. Something happened. We didn't think Keke Palmer's man would be abusive based on his appearance and how they, you know, interacted. But we watched him fling her over a couch and get very physical with her. So let's not be so quick to write. Like, I feel like it's society today, because we have normalized DV so much. It's and everybody has a comment and got their little 2 cents in on everything. This is why, so I understand now why so many women are afraid to come forward, because they get ridiculed and they get chastised for trying to defend themselves or speaking up, regardless of the timeline, regardless of who they're accusing of doing it. And I get it. When you're fans of somebody, listen, I don't judge, but for a very long time, I was in defense of R. Kelly. I just felt like, you know, where's all these women coming from? All of a sudden, everybody this, that, and the third, and da, because I was an R. Kelly fan. Until I had to mature and understand, like, yo, what these women are saying, it just might be true. This man really might have an issue. And if he's in jail, that is where he belongs if he did these crimes. Doesn't take away from his music or whatever, is still liking his songs or whatever. But you do the crime, you do the time. But why are we normalizing this behavior just because we like somebody? I get it. DDG has become legendary on YouTube. So many people support him. They're fans of his. I get it. But let's not allow that to take away from this young lady's experience. And again, not for nothing, not because she seems like a sweet girl, but I mean, she is the Little Mermaid. She is a princess. So to imagine her getting abused is like, really? Are you okay? But to me, it all makes sense with the way he was going so hard. It was like, how is this somebody that you swore that you love and you would never talk down on her, quickly switched into, oh yeah, she won't let me see my son, I was kicked out of her house, da da da, and then you making a whole song. It's like he was trying to get ahead of it. And again, all allegations. I don't know. I wasn't there. You wasn't there. All I'm going to say is, let's stop attacking these women when they come forward and speak their mind. Because this is why so many women get abused, and behind closed doors, they are going through it. And then we're so quick to, when somebody gets unalived, that's when it's like, oh my God, we should have, what, believed them? We waited too long to believe them. You understand what I'm saying? It's sad. And like I said, you know, the way people just downplay domestic violence these days is really disturbing to me. I've never been a victim-ish. I'm not even going to go into that. But what I will say is, I've been in situations that I thought was not that bad or wasn't that serious. And even had the person say, like, that was nothing. Until I realized, like, nah, that was something. You doing that to me, that was more than what should have happened. Like, that was not okay. And it took a lot of time to realize, like, yeah, that's not normal. That's not love. That should have never been allowed. And although my situation may not be as bad as others, it was still unacceptable. So I can understand how some women get to a point where it's like, yo, what he did, that wasn't cool. That wasn't okay. I'm not okay with that. When you're in love, listen, love is blind. It's not just a song. It's not just a phrase. That is real. When you are in love, and as we can see, Cassie is openly admitting, like, yeah, I didn't want him doing it with nobody else because I was jealous. Although I hated what was happening to me, I didn't want to lose him to the next chick because I loved him. So many women stay because they love him. Love is blind, baby. Y'all gotta chill. Like, these women, these pick-me-ass women that's seeking validation for men in these comments, that's like, oh, this, she wanted it, and this, that, and the third, and where's the... Stop. You're not getting any cool points with these men. And all of y'all men who have been raised by women that don't hold you accountable and enable y'all bullshit, this is why we got little diddly... This is why we got men out here thinking they can put their paws on women the way they do. I'm tired. I'm tired. Everybody need to keep their damn hands to themselves. Men and women. Stop putting your hands on people. You don't own anybody. With that being said, and before I end, just to put a little quick 2 cents in on the Tory Lanez, Kelsey, and Meg Thee Stallion situation, I would hate for that to actually be true. Because I'm going to say allegedly, this is what they say. But if that's true, something's not making sense. Because 2 big stars risked it all to protect her, who had the least to lose. I'm not understanding. Why would he protect her? Why would Megan protect this girl if she's the one who did it? Something's not making sense. Something's not adding up. Is the irony of this now coming out now that this man almost got unalived in jail? It's just a lot going on. I thank y'all for watching. Sorry if this was a very informal, 2 cent Wednesday. But I just had to get these things off my chest because I can't believe some of y'all in these comments. It's really just like, I'm trying to follow this case, but I think I just need to read the information and not read the comments because it's really, I'm disgusted. On some real. Like, y'all are disgusting. On that note, thank y'all for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and support me by buying my 2 books, Inherited Dysfunction. The link is in the description down below. And Jenny is